Shut up and sit down.
Alright, so admittedly, it's been a long time since I've done a video this way. And, you know, the reason I'm doing this is largely because I'm feeling good. Let me finish that one off. But I feel I need to talk about gaming in general. Fuck it, not just gaming. I need to talk about fucking the world. I need to fucking talk about entertainment in general. And it's at this point in my life, I'm fucking 25 years old, and I am realizing that people my age, you know what, it's not even my age, it's not even people younger than me, it's not even people older than me, it's everyone is just refusing to fucking enjoy things. Okay, so take that as you will. But no one wants to fucking enjoy anything anymore. That's the mindset, that's the feeling I'm fucking getting. And there's like 4 or 5 different things that are getting me to speak on this right now. One, the giant one, is Mass Effect Andromeda, which the day a single image of that game launched, everyone was so intent on hating it. And, you know, I'm not going to touch too much on that. I don't mean to. I might. I don't even fucking know. I don't know what I'm going to talk about. But Mass Effect Andromeda came out, and there was this massive shitstorm. I'm a wrestling fan. WrestleMania just happened. There's a massive fucking shitstorm. And this is probably one of the best ones in years. And this is someone who's only picked up recently. I started back, let's see, WWE 2K13 had recently come out. Why the fuck is my phone going off? 2K13 is what my friend played that started me getting back into wrestling. And there's a massive shitstorm going on about that. I started playing Fallout 4 again. I started at least downloading mods for it. I haven't started playing it yet, but that got me back into the mindset that people just do not want to have fun anymore. That's the reason entertainment industry exists at all. And you know what, let me just stop for a moment to tell you guys and just to explain who I am. I am a casual, call me whatever you fucking want. I'm a casual, I'm a mark, I'm someone who wants the industry that I'm paying money to tell me a story and entertain me. I am someone who is willing to be entertained and take what I am given and, you know what, accept it. I am going to take a look at what I'm given. I'm going to take a look at what BioWare has given me in Mass Effect Andromeda, and you know what? I'm enjoying it. I am having a lot of fun with this game. I am on a second playthrough, which is, you know what? Find me another company out there right now. Find me any fucking game right now that I want to finish the fucking game. I haven't finished Witcher 3. Plain and simple, Witcher 3 is boring me to fucking tears. And here's the thing. Calm your tits for a moment of a second and fucking listen to me. It's a good game. It admittedly is a very deep. There's enough customization to be worthwhile, but I just do not give 2 shits about Witcher 3. To give another fucking reference, anyone who's met me, anyone who's talked to me, Dragon Quest VII, have not beaten it. I haven't. I don't fucking care to beat Dragon Quest VII Remake on this fucking shit. And that's not a case of the game is bad. It's just me as a gamer, as a player, as a person, as an adult. I don't fucking care to play a game that I've already fucking played anymore. But you know, lo and behold, Mass Effect Andromeda is still one of those games where I want to pick it up after I've played it. I'm one of those few people who is supporting BioWare, but at the same time, I'm telling them these are the things I want fixed. These are the things I want added. I sent a tweet out earlier today. I want the Earth DLC back. I want it to be implemented in multiplayer. I want it to be implemented in DLC. I want my Vanguard Slayer. I want my Infiltrator Shadow, or whatever the fuck it was called. I want those characters back because they were fucking ingenious, and they can't even say in this case that it was a different team, because BioWare Montreal made the multiplayer. They did the DLCs for the multiplayer. They know what I fucking like. They made what I fucking love. And you know what? They can fucking give it to me. And you know, it's gonna be a certain amount of time until we fucking see it, but you know, sorry. Back to my point, I see people not trying to have fun. I see people actively trying to hate. And that's the fucking problem with everything and anything. And I in my other rant, in my hardcore rants, this came about. I talked about this. But it doesn't... I understand that's not the most entertaining thing in the world, me bitching and complaining about things that I fucking find infuriating. But you know what? That's my life. That's how things are. There's certain things that I, as someone who just wants to consume a product, hate about the hardcore audience. I was given another fucking reason. Let me just paint a picture. Say you are someone who wants to consume a product, like me. Say you're not a hardcore fan. Say you're just an average Joe who tunes into something. Say you're some... Let's go more specific to the exact reason I'm talking about that. Is, say you are someone who turns in to Monday Night Raw on wrestling, and you want to watch a wrestling match. Just to give an example. Say that's the kind of person you are. And the fans absolutely ruin a match by chanting about a fucking beach ball. Let's just stop right there. If you are a fuckwit in the stands of a wrestling of any wrestling show, and you are chanting about a beach ball, and you care more about a fucking beach ball than what's going on in the ring, you are not a true wrestling fan. You are not a true fan of any product out there. To go back to gaming, I've had someone literally tell me, this is a comment that I have seen, is I am tired of people sacrificing graphics for gameplay. This is something I've seen someone say, where they care more about the animations and the fucking graphics of a game than the actual gameplay. I'm sorry, but that's fucking bizarre to me. That's fucking retarded to me. I'm working myself into my own fucking stupor. You know, I probably need this though. I need this. I need to vent my frustration. I need to let you guys know what I go through on a daily fucking basis. The situation I have, the arguments that I have, is people who refuse to actually look at the product and analyze it for what it is. They just want to make their own opinions. Whether they're looking at Mass Effect and saying, oh, the animations are shit. Which, you know what? Yes, some of the animations are shit. But you know what? A lot of the stuff that's being circled around is from the first 5 hours of the game, if that. Admittedly, there's a glitch with Drac and his loyalty mission. I will admit that happens. But, you know, I haven't achieved it. I don't know anyone other than that one GIF that... Or one, not GIF, web and video, whatever the fuck you want to call it. That's the only one I've seen. I've literally seen one where people are talking about that. Now, here's the thing. I'm not denying there's issues with this game. I'm not denying that at all. I'm not going to, for even a second, say there are not issues with this game. But it's one of those things where, can you look past the issues? Or are you going to be such a fucking dickwad? And I'm sorry to insult anyone who just dislikes the game. If you just dislike the game, you know what, that's fine. But are you going to be one of those people who is going to nitpick and overanalyze a game, or are you just going to are you just going to have fun with it? If the entire gaming community had done what they did to Mass Effect Andromeda to The Witcher 3, The Witcher 3 would not be regarded as one of the greatest games of the last decade. Plain and simple. Glitcher was a thing. The Glitcher 3. Like, there's a post about it. How what was it? Glitcher 3 Wild Bugs. And here's the thing. I said before, I haven't finished it. And you know what? It's not a bad game. It's just not a game I'm not into. And that's fine. There's a distinct line between acknowledging that a game is good and I'm just not into it. And that is something people don't seem to understand. That, I guess, is the moral of my argument. The moral of my perspective is people need to fucking figure out the difference between subjective and objective. Objective is things are provably, and in most cases, mathematically provably wrong. You can't prove something is wrong based on your opinion. I fucking, for those of you who know, Zero Punctuation Yahtzee, he's a critic. He actively goes out of his way to shit on every single game he finds, every single game he plays. That's his job. That's something he is proud to do. He takes every game, even games he likes. The only game he has ever said he cannot find a single flaw in is Portal, the original. Which, honestly, it's, 4 or 5 hours at most. There's not a lot of game to find flaws in. That's the only flaw you can find, is that there's not enough of it. But he goes out of his way to prove, or to highlight the flaws of every single game, even games he loves, even games he likes. And there's people who are like, oh man, I can't wait for him to rip apart Mass Effect and prove to all the people who are enjoying the game how much of a shit game it is. Here's the thing. If I'm enjoying the game, someone who I know goes out of his way to find every single flaw and highlight it and extrapolate on it isn't going to prove me wrong. Are you so petty that you need your opinion justified? Plain and simple. I don't. I am having fun. I am on my second playthrough. I'm playing through Insanity, which in some cases is a bit too easy, in some cases is a bit too hard. But you know what? That's the point of Insanity, is I'm supposed to be smacking my fucking head. I'm supposed to be getting pissed off at the fucking architect that nukes me, even though I'm focusing on shields and defenses. That's something I should be getting pissed off at on harder difficulties. That makes sense. That's Insanity. I'm going fucking insane with it. It's justified. It makes sense. To go even more in depth on Mass Effect, you notice anyone who actually looks at what people are posting, notice some things that are missing. Vetra Nix. I'm just going to start there. Vetra is never mentioned. And maybe I'm just going to sit here. I'm going to fucking admit it. Vetra is, to me, an excuse to fuck Garrus without being gay. Just let's just start there. I fucking love Vetra. I love Turians. They're the best race in the entire series, in my personal opinion. And you know what? You never see a fucking word about Vetra. You never see anything about Drac, and except for the one webm I mentioned, the one video where it's nothing to do with him specifically. There's a fuck up in the programming, and you know what? It exists. I'm not denying it. I'm just saying I've never seen it personally. I did have a minor issue, admittedly, where leading into that scene, everyone was just kind of standing around for about 5 minutes, so I turned off the game and I restarted. And that was a pisser. But you know what? It's not something I'm going to denounce the entire game on. But, like, you never see anything about Vetra, you never see anything about Drac, you never fucking see anything about Jal. You never see any mention to the Angara, which, honestly, the Angara are one of the biggest blights on this series, in my personal opinion. They're boring, they're ugly, they're a fucking ugly race, in my opinion. They look like fucking dogs mixed with something else, like dog cobra fucking things. I don't fucking know. I don't like the Angara. Like, one of the Ket are great villains, appearance-wise, at least. Their methods are kind of weird, admittedly, but the Ket at least look like bad guys. The Angara look like fucking puppies. I'm sorry. I just get whenever I look at Jal, I think of the big lop-eared Dachshund kind of dogs. Dachshund or Bloodhound? Bloodhound, I think, is what I'm more thinking of. He just looks like a Bloodhound to me. And I'm sorry, it's one of those things where people are shitting on this entire game and they're missing 90% of the content when they're shitting on it. I would say 95% of the content. The only thing you ever hear about Peavy is the one scene where she's holding her gun backwards, which is a fault, that is a mistake. They need to go back and fix that. But no one ever talks about her character. No one ever talks about her personality. Still falls under character. But no one ever talks about her outside of that scene. It's one of those things where people fabricate issues. To go back to wrestling, admittedly, my second favorite, since AJ Styles has shown up, my second favorite person on the roster is Roman Reigns. And guess what? He's fucking hated by everyone. Everyone hates him for the stupidest reason. I think I fucking touched on it in my hardcore video. But there are people that are so intent on hating him that he comes out, they literally let him stand there for 10 minutes on camera, getting sworn at, getting fuck you, getting I hate you, getting go away, getting you suck. Just 10 minutes of him on camera. And then they'll immediately turn around and say, you know what, they didn't actually make him the bad guy. And you know what? Yeah, they kind of did. Even letting the fans do that. He came out and he said 5 words. He said 5 words that he could have said at any time. Because later in the very same show, Vince McMahon talks over the crowd. He doesn't care what you're chanting. He's going to fucking talk. And that's the point. They're telling a story, they're entertaining, and if you don't like it, then turn off the product. But you know what? A lot of people do like it. I like it. I literally, to give a retrospect, to give a frame of reference, not a retrospective, I apologize for me being completely scatterbrained right now. I bought a Roman Reigns hoodie and an AJ Styles t-shirt today. So whatever you think of that, I don't fucking care. So, I have rambled angrily for I don't know how long. To inform you guys, I do this with my main screen off. My main screen is, because it creates too much glare, that screen is off. I have no idea how long I've gone, but I think I've vented my ideas. I think I've vented enough for the night. I'm probably going to have another drink. I'm going to play more Fallout. No matter what you fucking say about it, Fuzzy Balls, go fuck yourself if you see this. Fallout's fun. I just want to have fun when I pick up a game and play it. When I watch wrestling, I want to enjoy it. I'm watching Doctor Strange right now, and it's fun. I'm not a Marvel fan. I'm not a comic book fan, but I take things as I see them. This can be extrapolated into 99% of every context because you can compare it directly to something else. But I look at a product as it is sold to me. That product and that product alone. I don't sit here and compare movies to other movies. I don't compare games to other games. That's partially a lie, because when I am bitching to my girlfriend about Destiny, I usually compare it to Mass Effect, but at the same time, I still keep playing with her when she's playing it. When I'm playing Warframe, I'm still playing Warframe, even though I'm bitching about things that I compare to the Mass Effect, even Andromeda, but primarily the original trilogy. Trilogy. Words are hard sometimes. So, at the very end of this senseless rambling, go play something fun. Just have fun, guys. That's all I ask. Don't pick up something with the express intent of critiquing it unless you are a critic. But at the end of the day, even critics have fun with the stuff they pick up. Even the stuff they hate. They pick up stuff they hate to critique it, and it's so much fun for them because that's what they do. There's too many people just not having fun. In general. There's too many people who, unless something is presented to them exactly as they want it, they're not happy. And that's not how you be a consumer. You aren't a consumer by dictating and demanding a specific product be brought to you in a specific way. I know that sounds strange, but it's the case of if something is brought to you and you don't like it, you send it back and stop buying from that company. You don't demand they give it to you exactly as you want it. Consume it as much as you can. And then demand they charge less for it. Which is an argument I continually have. Based on my videos, I probably have absolutely no one still watching this. But for those that are still here, and those that have stuck with me through all of my videos, I deeply appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching. Until next time. See you all.